We have our inspiration for the next segment coming from an article in the Wall Street Journal. How to turn a part-time job into a permanent position. Can it be done in this current economic climate? Where our workplace contributor Tory Johnson, CEO of Women for Hire, already told us which employers are looking for seasonal employees. Now she's going to tell us how to hold on to that job throughout the year.
Yes.
You have given us 4 examples of people who have done just that. So we have, let's see, Kevin with UPS. How did he turn it into a full-time job?
So Kevin last November started in what was supposed to just be a seasonal job for 2 months as an unloader, but he went in determined that he was not going to leave, and it worked. The company hired him on permanently, and since then he's actually been promoted to a supervisor. And his big lesson is to really focus on the potential of full-time advancement from a part-time opportunity. And it's really important to think that way, because he didn't go in thinking this is just another holiday job. He went in thinking this is a real opportunity for me to shine. I'm going to make sure that every manager knows that, not just from my performance, but because I'm going to talk to them and let them know I don't plan to leave. And UPS plans to hire between 20 and 30% of its 50,000 seasonal workers into permanent positions starting in January. And plenty of other companies use their seasonal talent as the best pool for making their long-term hires.
Yeah, and people who are making the most of that opportunity. A young woman who moved here to New York last December, didn't know anybody, moves here, gets a holiday position, turns it into a full-time job. How did she do that?
That's right. So R.M. Allen, she decided that the Container Store was the place that she loved more than any other company. So that was first on her list to pursue seasonal work. She went in, got a job that was supposed to last for about 2 months. She is still there, and the company decided to keep her permanently. And what I think was really fascinating about her that she told me was to pursue holiday work at companies that you admire. And it's so important because it's not just about applying to the jobs that you see advertised, but come up with a list of maybe 20 companies whose products, services, reputation, and culture are those that really matter to you a lot. Go in and talk to them, cold call them, let them know what a fan you are, and try to see if there's a chance to will your way in there, because usually what everybody knows, you know, if you work at a place you love, you're going to shine.
Because you have an interest, a genuine interest, and so you're going to be able to shine. Volunteer work. And I know you hear this a lot from people saying, hey, if I'm not getting paid, how's this going to turn into a paid position?
That's right. So the reality is, when you're out of work, you have a lot of time on your hands. And Karen Clemens is a woman whose administrative position was eliminated September 1st. And she was devastated because she loved this job. She thought she would retire from this job. And so with a lot of time on her hands and an open schedule, she decided to give her time and talent as a volunteer to a food bank. And by spending a lot of time there, she recognized the real devastation with homelessness and hunger, and decided that she wanted her next position to be one with real purpose. And it worked. Today, she starts a paid position at that food bank as a coordinator in Virginia. And her real passion that she sort of expressed to me was to volunteer at a place that you'd want to work full time. And so think about places that would appeal to you in your next career path, or volunteer in an opportunity that you know could potentially either give you experience or lead to a paid position. And most importantly, she said, give of your time and talent as if you're already being paid, because it's really the best way to show the organizers that you take this seriously.
These are really good suggestions, and they're really being put to work by these people. Permanent positions. You know, people are like, say, yeah, I'd love to volunteer. Yeah, I'd love to do something that's free, but I got bills.
I got bills.
And they feel like if they take that position, that it's going to prevent them from finding that full-time job.
And to that I say, like, you don't have to do it full-time. You can volunteer 2 days a week. You can pursue temp work. Another one, a great example that I love is this woman, Wanda Matthews in Houston. And she lost her position at the end of December. Since then, she's taken a bunch of temp jobs that were a week here, a week there, nothing really substantial. But in June, she started a 2-week temp job. She went in, shined, made it permanent, and she's there right now. And the message that she has, her big lesson is, don't be afraid to take temp work. Even though everybody really wants the full-time job with benefits, many times temp work is your path to that long-term permanent position. And that's the one area in the economy right now where we're seeing actually an increase in hiring is in the temporary market. And so that could be a bright spot. And it's sometimes that temp job that's going to lead you to the real bonanza.
4 great examples of how it can work. Tory, thank you very, very much.
Absolutely.
I know how passionate, we all know how passionate you are about that. You can find more of Tory's great job hunting tips at our website at abcnews.com.